Hello, ladies and gentlemen! Georgia64 here, aka The Hypocritical Gamer, bringing you the next episode of Hunter x Hunter Vlogs. So today's episode is called Hope and Ambition. That's episode 4, and it contains episode 7 and chapters 7 and 8 of the manga, along with extras. But not extra chapters, but the chapter 8 goes farther than episode 4. Anyway, so episode 4 starts out with how the last chapter ended. You know, the nerdy kid, it falls out of the group. He's the first one to drop out. And Gon and Killua hit it off, and you find out that they're 12, not almost 12, it was just a manga translation error that I was reading. And Leorio was having trouble, but then he decided, nope, not gonna have any trouble, so he didn't care if he looked silly, he just kept on going, and he took off his shirt to, help him get more air, not heat up as much. Anyway, so it really surprised me that people can run for over 5 hours with no water. Well, okay, maybe some people had water because it showed Killua on his skateboard, and, even though he started running eventually, originally he was riding on a skateboard. And, so basically there's nothing's prohibited to help you follow the examiner, so, maybe some people had some water. It goes on to discuss Kurapika and Leorio's motivations for why they want to become a hunter, or, greater motivations. We learn that Kurapika held hunters in a very high esteem. He considered them very noble. However, the kind of hunter he wants to be focuses less on nobility and more on the money-grubbing aspect that he despises. But he has to in order to go after the troop that destroyed his clan. And we find out why the troop destroyed his clan. I can't remember what it's called. Sorry. His clan, I also can't remember his clan's name. I'm sure you guys will tell me. His clan has something where when their emotions are, very heightened, their eyes turn red. Kind of like the Uchihas. Anyway, and these red eyes, when they turn red and you're killed, the eyes stay red, and they are worth a lot of money. So that's obviously why the troop took him down, to get all these valuable red eyes. Which is, kind of, ugh, but, obviously Kurapika is upset, and he's going to become the hunter he hates in order to track them down. And we find out from Leorio, who originally didn't want to really share, that he was not lying. He indeed does want money. That is why he's becoming a hunter. But the reason why he wants money is not to live an easy life, but he wants to become a doctor so he can be a free of charge doctor to other people and save people from curable diseases. And the reason that is because he had a friend that had a curable disease that he wanted to, that he couldn't afford to save. However, when he decided to become a doctor, it costs a lot of money. So, become a hunter, get lots of money, become a doctor, and be a doctor free of charge. That is his goal. Anyway, so, I like the insight that we got with Leorio and Kurapika. I'm really enjoying seeing, Gon and Killua. I like the fact that these two seem to hit it off. However, we'll talk about Killua a bit more in a sec. But eventually, everybody makes it to the top, and they find out that that was only phase 1 of phase 1. Next comes phase 2 of phase 1, where they have to go into, this Swindler swamp or something to that effect. And at first, a few of them, the ninja and Leorio specifically, were fooled by denizens of the swamp, by this guy claiming he was the examiner and saying that the real examiner was this, like, ape mimic thing, you know, which looked a lot like him. I guess maybe they're shapeshifters or something, because I don't know. But the card guy, the villainous card guy, he shot like razor sharp cards or something at the fake examiner and the real examiner. The real examiner caught them, and the fake examiner, you know, he died. So, you know, that was kind of cool. I was like, oh, clever there. And then the examiner's like, thank you, I'll take that as a compliment. However, try to kill me again and you're disqualified. And the guy's like, okay. You know, so this guy's obviously a little messed up in the head. But anyway, I wasn't sure how I felt about the Swindler Swamp by the end of the episode. I was like, it just sounds really weird. But then we get into Chapter 8, and we find out a little bit more about the Swindler Swamp. And it's actually really cool. See, what I was thinking is that it actually contained people, and that the people would try to fool you. Like, just, shapeshifters. I thought that was really the only thing. But it wasn't, no. There are so many different creatures that are basically there. I don't like the name Swindler Swamp because it's very misleading, because Swindler implies it just implies something a little different, usually for a human aspect. But anyway, there are so many different creatures. One of my favorites was this frog that was hiding in this ground, and basically people walked over this frog's open mouth, and the frog just went home and ate them. Then there's like these butterflies that their specific flight pattern in their wings can actually put you in a comatose state, and then they lay their larvae in you so that it can feed on you. And so many other different ways for these animals to get you and be able to, and not actually have to fight you directly like a tiger. There are several animals like that in like the Amazon and other forests and jungles in Africa and everywhere. Definitely even in Western first world countries like America and Europe and other first world places. Anyway, so basically I really enjoyed that, and of course Gon and Killua are the entire time in the front. They're right behind the examiner the entire time. Because I don't think I mentioned this, but the second phase of Phase 1, they still have to follow the examiner through the Swindler Swamp. And the creatures of this woodsy area constantly pick people off. And it seemed like it was picking off a lot of people. I feel like Phase 1, we're going to get rid of a lot of people after this is over with. However, it turns out that the denizens of the Swindler Swamp is not the only thing that the examinees have to worry about. They also have to worry about the card guy. Like Killua said, he's killed once, he wants to kill again. And he does. He attacks several of the examinees, and he even gets Leorio in his arm. Kurapika managed to dodge it, but it looks like those two are about to verse him, and then Gon goes off to rescue them. That's as far as we got. However, one other funny thing that happened is that Killua said that him and the card guy are a lot alike, which is why he knew that the card guy would want to kill again. And Gon stated, but you don't seem anything like him. You seem like a nice guy. And Killua said, that's because that's an act. He basically said, I'm not a nice guy. Don't trust me. And Gon obviously is going to trust him. I have a feeling that the Hunter examination is probably going to have Gon and Killua end up fighting each other. We'll find out some dark past that Killua has. Find out that he's not all, sunshine and skateboards. But, I'm looking forward to that. Also, Kurapika. I'm assuming that all four of these guys are going to become hunters by the end of this examination. But you never know, maybe it'll be something more like Naruto with the Chunin exams, where only one person became a Chunin. However, the exam's never really finished. But anyway, we're not talking about Naruto, we're talking about Hunter x Hunter. Stop that, me. Yeah, so I'm really interested to know more about Killua. I think he's the one I'm most interested in right now. Of course, I really like Gon, and, Kurapika's fine. I mean, I don't dislike Kurapika, but I don't, love the character yet. Leorio's, a lot of fun to watch. I kind of like the dopey guys who are clearly the least talented, but you still, are with them. You're like, oh yeah, this guy's great. I want to see him succeed too. So yeah. So overall, a pretty good episode and good chapters. Yeah, I can't think of anything else about it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about the episode and chapters in the comments below. So until next time, this has been Georgia64, aka The Hypocritical Gamer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.